Welcome to Charter College's Faculty Performance Metrics. Today's training, we will go over classroom observations, end of course surveys, faculty development plans, instructor activity report, retention and pass rate, instructor timely grading, attendance, and quarterly review. Here's what the classroom observation form looks like. It is a two-page form that is conducted by either the Education Classroom Coordinator, also known as the ECC, or by your program manager. It will have your name as the instructor, the class, course, and module, the start and end time of the class, the observation start and end time, the title of the lesson or lecture that you are being observed on, and the name and title of the observer. The following evaluation rating form is based on a 5-step scale. A rating of 5 would be excellent, while a rating of 1 would be improvement critical. Here are the categories. Class preparation. Arrived in classroom on time. Greeted each student by name as he or she came into the classroom. This includes Moodle rooms. Informed students what they were going to learn and why. Teacher was well prepared for the class. Under lesson lecture, presented the lesson in a logical manner, used practical, interesting, relevant examples to clarify or emphasize points, periodically restated what was being learned and guided direction of the discussion, explained key terminology, followed curriculum according to lesson plan or topical outline. Under guided practice, periodically checked for understanding and responded to wrong answers constructively, asked questions of all students and drew non-participating students into activities discussion, evaluated the degree of student understanding and reviewed it with them, asked probing questions when student answers are incomplete or to help students think more deeply about the topic. Under instructional strategies, stimulated student participation in class, included all students in the lesson, demonstrated evidence of thorough planning and preparation for the lesson, presented course materials in a manner that addressed each learning style, consistently applied appropriate student-centered learning activities, connected course content to career application, and maintained the interest of the class. Under classroom management and delivery, instructor was present, proactive, and engaged, used appropriate tone, used class time wisely, created and demonstrated a positive, professional, supportive learning environment, kept discussion on topic, handled classroom disruption, internal and external, promptly where necessary. For blended and online only, netiquette expectations with regard to online communication were clearly stated, constructive feedback provided on graded assignments, timely grading of assignments within expected parameters, instructor contact information posted in the classroom, no noticeable outstanding ungraded assignments. Under closure and follow-up, summarized key points of lesson, related follow-up activities to lesson, and asked relevant review questions. Your overall rating of the lesson will be indicated here with your goal of scoring at least 4 or higher. It will have observer comments as well as instructor comments, and it will require both the signature of the observer and the instructor. Students will be asked to fill out an end-of-course survey at the end of every module. Your goal is to score a 4.0 or higher, where 4.0 is an agree and 5.0 is a strongly agree. The end-of-course survey has 20 questions. Number 1. The instructor distributed the syllabus and reviewed it in detail with the class, including the grading system, course objectives, and requirements on the first day of class. For courses online, I was able to view the course syllabus and homework grid. The instructor seemed knowledgeable and demonstrated enthusiasm about and for the subject matter which they are teaching. The instructor clearly demonstrated and discussed how the subject matter in the course related to employment and real-life situations. The instructor is prepared and organized for class. When attending courses on ground, the instructor started and stopped class on time. For courses online, the instructor was available and responded timely. The instructor used a variety of teaching methods and activities to help me learn the course content. The instructor broke down complex concepts into understandable parts and provided clear and precise instruction. The instructor was available for questions, concerns, and course needs during and outside of class time. For courses online, the instructor was available and responded timely. The instructor answered questions confidently, accurately, and in an understandable way. The instructor displayed a genuine professional interest in my success in the class and in my field of study. For online courses, the instructor presented and maintained a positive attitude and was professional in verbal and written communication. The instructor presented and maintained a positive attitude and was professional in their conduct and appearance. The instructor seems to like teaching at Charter College. The technology in the course facilitated my interactions with classmates. The technology in the course facilitated my interactions with instructor. The technology used in the course was well organized, easy to navigate, and logical. For students taking courses online, I found Moodle easy to use, navigate, and understand. I believe the course increased my knowledge and understanding of the subject matter. I received adequate technical support when necessary. I would recommend this instructor to other students. I would recommend Charter College to a friend. Faculty development plans are external professional growth activities. They are external. You can complete this via conference, webinar, peer-reviewed journal, seminars, etc. External professional growth activities are not to be confused with in-services. As an instructor, you are required to complete 4 external professional growth activities per year or once per quarter. In-services, on the other hand, are trainings provided internally by Charter College. These are predetermined trainings for faculty provided by the Education Classroom Coordinator. This in-service is not to be confused as the once per mod programmatic meeting. Instructor Activity Report. Your goal is to be at 85% or higher. The purpose of this report is to view instructors' activity for the term's courses for introductions, announcements, and discussion questions. This report is run every other day starting on Mondays. It's generated by Campus Care staff, and the goal for each instructor, once again, is to be at 85% or higher. Here's a screenshot of what an instructor activity report looks like. It has the instructor's name, the course, the section, the term, the subject name, number of students registered, number of student posts, number of instructor posts, the ratio of the instructor post, and the modality of the class. Here's what the retention and pass rate report looks like. The retention goal is keeping the student in class throughout the module. 92% is what you'd like to be or higher. Pass rate goal, are students passing your class? The goal is 85%. Instructor timely grading. The instructor null report is a report where it shows there are null values in the gradebook. Instructors should enter a grade for an assignment not turned in within 72 hours. Enter a 0 as the grade. Do not leave the dual grader blank with a dash, or it will distort or inflate your student's actual grade. The report is ran on Thursday for any assignments that have not been graded for the module. Assignments not graded by instructor. The purpose of this report is to ensure faculty are grading assignments within the 72-hour expectation. This report will show the ungraded assignments still pending 72 hours from the due date. Under attendance, the 3-day instructor no login report. The purpose of this report is to ensure that faculty are logging into their courses to promote student engagement and manage the learning environment. Furthermore, Charter College Employee Manual states employees are expected to report to work as scheduled, on time, and prepared to start work. Any employee unable to report for work on any particular day should notify their supervisor at least 1 hour before the start of the workday. Excessive absenteeism or tardiness, whether excused or not, will not be tolerated. If an employee fails to report for work without any supervisor notification and the absence continues for 3 days, the company will consider that you have voluntarily terminated your employment. Putting it all together, this is what the quarterly review form looks like. It will have the instructor's name and the quarter where the instructor was being measured. It will have classroom observation overall rating with a minimum expectation of 4, quarterly and of course survey average with a minimum expectation of 4, retention rate for the quarter, minimum expectation of 92%, pass rate for the quarter, minimum expectation of 85%, documented development plan activities from previous quarter, at least 2, and if you have any performance metric report exceptions. These metrics can show not only where the instructor is succeeding, but also to determine specific areas of improvement. This concludes faculty performance metrics. Thank you.